Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's Junkman coming back with a story for you. Now, you know a lot of people have said Star Wars was going to bomb back before 1977, and a lot of those people worked at 20th Century Fox. You've heard it said that 20th Century Fox didn't believe in this film. Well, maybe that's true for some of them, but one that believed in this film, even back in 1976, was 20th Century Fox's Vice President of Domestic Distributor, Peter S. Myers. Now, it seems Thanksgiving of 1976, he hadn't even seen the film or anything, but he knew people that seen rough cuts of the film, and he knew what they were saying, that this would be the film of the year. This would be the tentpole for the summer releases of Fox. This was going to be a huge hit, that people hadn't seen anything like this before, and the fans were going to eat it up. He was so excited about this film, he wanted to send a message to all those at 20th Century Fox to let them know, don't write this movie off. It's going to be the big movie of the summer. Sadly, Myers passed away in 2006, but he did leave behind the memo that he sent. As you can see, it was sent out on November 24th, 1976. Now, anyone that watches my videos, you really don't want to hear me read, trust me. So I'm going to have AI read this to you.
Over the past few months, we have been getting reports on Star Wars from various people who have worked on the film, been associated with a company performing some service for the film, or from friends of the producer Gary Kurtz, or the director George Lucas. The reports have been so gratuitous that I tended to take them with a grain of salt. At the same time, I found our leading and most knowledgeable exhibitors terribly interested in the film, almost to the extent that it is their #1 choice of the summer pictures. JR saw a rough assemblage without music, special effects or dubbing, and as conservative a person as he just flipped, claiming it is the best picture he has ever seen. In the last few days, George Lucas has shown the same rough material to some of the creative people who suggest our AD look and prepare our trailer material, and without any prompting they are having the same reaction. They claim the picture has a look never seen on the screen before, and that it is so believable you never feel it is other than the present, even though the location and equipment are space in the year 2000 plus. The best report for me is that it is so realistic, and that you really do become involved with and care about all of the characters. To sum up, George Lucas had a wonderful idea, and IAD has the foresight and the guts to back him in this very ambitious and expensive production, and the gamble paid off because, obviously, the picture works. When you relate all of this to the domestic box office potential, you have to admit that exceptional entertainment usually pays off, but when it is coupled with a spectacular and innovative presentation, the critics, opinion makers, and the public will be electrified, and it is quite possible Star Wars will emerge as the all-time box office champion. We have an obligation to our company and to ourselves to protect this very large investment with the very best theaters, terms, and guarantees ever secured. I am saying the picture should get better treatment than Godfather, King Kong, Jaws, Poseidon, or Towering Inferno. We plan to release in 70mm on May 16th or 23 in about a dozen major key cities. I would accept additional cities if each could play on release date or run at least through 7/31 or pay the exceptional terms outlined above and or has 70mm. You can be very selective because there is no pressure on you to play these extra cities unless all of our conditions are met. After we set up the May PRE release, you should then line up your 6/29 general release dates with much the same pattern and terms as Towering Inferno, giving proper clearance to the 70mm engagements. I don't want to compromise these selling instructions, so please don't tell me about the competition next summer or that the theaters you want are already booked. Theaters become unbooked when the blockbuster becomes available, and I will relieve you of the responsibility for not consummating any deal because you held out for the terms the picture deserves. I guess you can see I am up in the clouds, but I wanted to bring you this good news before you embark on your Thanksgiving holiday, and to send you very best wishes from Issa and myself for a happy holiday. Kindest personal regards.
But there you go. You can see at least one person at 20th Century Fox and some more was very excited about Star Wars. They couldn't wait to see this film. They knew it was going to be the big hit. They probably didn't know it was going to be as big hit as it is, but they knew it was going to be the big summer movie of 1977. So when somebody tells you, hey, 20th Century Fox didn't believe in the film and all that, you can say, well, maybe that's the case for some of the higher ups, but not for 20th Century Fox's Vice President of Domestic Distributor, Peter S. Myers. You can say he believed in the film all the way back, at least, Thanksgiving 1976. Well, that's a little story I wanted to share with you. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and I want to thank you for listening. As always, thumbs up if you like my content. Subscribe to the channel. Talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.